Discover the natural power of ashwagandha, an ancient herb known for its healing properties. For over 3,000 years, ashwagandha has been trusted to reduce stress, increase energy, and improve focus. Our ashwagandha is carefully grown, harvested, and processed to retain its maximum potency. Each root is hand-picked and dried, then ground into a pure organic powder, ensuring the highest quality. Simply mix 1 teaspoon into your favorite beverage or take it in capsule form as prescribed by a healthcare professional. Whether you're looking to balance your stress levels, boost your immune system, or enhance mental clarity, ashwagandha offers a natural solution. Experience the benefits of ancient wisdom backed by modern science. Trust nature. Trust ashwagandha. Go get this product at blackhotfirenetwork.com at the Sports and Nutrition Store.
Good evening, family. Good afternoon. Hope you guys are doing amazing. This amazing Friday. Your week has been fantastic, and literally wishing you a beautiful weekend ahead as we get into it. It's exactly 1 minute past 8 p.m. right in the 254. Been an amazing week, easy one, can't complain, but literally welcome to another episode of the Africa Today show as we talk about the Republican led house, if I'm pronouncing it correctly, Republican LED or led house passing the SAVE Act, and of course Nicki Minaj having something to say about it as well. That is our topic for today. We're going to be looking at that as the major topic. We're going to also be discussing about Americans, literally what they have to say. That is according to Trump's economic advisor, who said that the growth is surging and projecting a 4% GDP momentum, and calling softer jobs data a sign of rising productivity. So I'm going to be sharing a bunch of videos on that and much more conversations still under the Epstein files. So we're going to be talking about that later on, but we're going to start with an amazing video that I have literally on the screen. Not even video, but videos, bunch of videos that are currently going viral. But before we get into that, to explain to you what's happening on these videos, kindly do remember to download our app on the Google Play Store. Blackout Fire Network is the name. In case you're here for the first time on all our YouTube channels, kindly do subscribe and welcome to this amazing platform. You can get yourself the organic supplements on the like of ashwagandha, the one you've seen. We have beetroot, we have multivitamin, we have turmeric gummy bears, we have aloe cucumber soap, and so much more aligned there for you. But with that being said, once again, karibuni. My name is Joby, joined by Mr. Blackout Fire. Karibu sana Keith.
Asante sana Joe, how are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm all right.
All right, so we're going to start with these videos here. These are videos actually that I bumped into this amazing evening when I was just chilling, and I bumped into them circulating online on TikTok, to be specific, and also on Instagram. Now, there's this Russian guy who has been going viral, and because of actually showing how African
What he
women
did
are
in
so
Ghana?
yeah,
What,
how
oh my God,
African women are so easy to
it's
get.
sad.
Yeah,
It's
and this
sad.
actually has so many men very traumatized, because we're talking about people's wives, people with children,
Hmm.
like it's really people's girlfriends, and it's really traumatizing. I've seen so many men talking about it. Actually, the fact that
Have
this
you
was
have you
videos I
done
was
this?
watching of
If you done it,
bunch
if
of
you done this, if you done this in their country, you be
mm-hmm.
dealt with. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
yeah, it's crazy. So this was very traumatizing, especially with some bunch of men. I was just chilling with them. They were like, "Damn, imagine this is your girlfriend. You think you have someone who's loyal, but just because of seeing a white person, they end up." This was actually, I find it funny. I've also reacted to it personally on my TikTok, because I really actually find it funny. But at the same time, it's actually very sad, because how easy are you? It's really sad that, should I say it's poverty, or the poverty mindset, or the mindset we have when it comes to
It's
white
it,
people when
it's
we see
it's
them.
the poverty. Yeah, it's the poverty and the worship. It's
It's
crazy.
great. I'm gonna share a bunch of them, family, for you guys. Maybe those who have not seen them, for you to catch up on what is happening. Personally, I find them funny, because it's the fact that, especially the video where he managed to actually like convince a woman with children and she looks like someone's wife. Literally, that literally even caught me off. And then I think the most viral one that are circulated is Safaricom, which is questioning even Safaricom people. Are you not paying your people well? Because why the hell do you have this woman following a Russian person who is actually, going out here giving out diseases? Because also we know this with white people. There's a time, remember, we had a white guy was in Kenya.
Exactly. I think he's from the Netherlands. But
Yeah,
he
going
met somebody.
around.
He met a lady in the grocery store. He said, "Hi, you want to come home with me?" She said, "Okay." Like what?
Oh,
It's crazy.
it's crazy. So let me share a bunch of them for those who are just tuning in for you guys to catch up with.
Where are you going?
So he's been actually going across Africa, Ghana, mostly Ghana and Kenya. Those are the videos that are
See,
circulating.
and but like I said, and everybody knows that. Like I said, so now you got them doing it. Usually it's the Western Europeans that do it. But now everybody, this is known. This is sad. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Classroom. Ah, how old are you?
Me?
Yes.
I'm 25.
Ah, you look very good.
Thank you.
What's your name?
Joy?
Nice to meet you. I'm Vyacheslav. I'm from Russia.
Oh, me, I just came from Nigeria.
Sorry?
I just came in from Nigeria. Nigeria.
Name? Oh, Lagos.
Yeah.
The worst part is that he has this, I think, camera glasses. So these ladies don't even know they're being recorded, because I was like, how comes these women don't even know they're being recorded? So someone told me, I think he's using actually the glasses that
Yeah,
have cameras,
yeah,
which makes
yeah,
sense.
use glasses. Use the what are those nice glasses? The Ray Bans. Use the Ray
Yeah.
Bans and got camera, so get the real footage. So you can't say he's lying. He's showing you exactly what happened.
Mm-hmm.
I want to go to Lagos.
I don't have, I just came in notes. I don't have a number.
Text your number.
Okay, Nigeria number?
Yes, what's up?
Okay.
I text you later.
A few moments later.
Hello. Come. Come with me.
Oh my.
We have found the Russian guy, the Russian man who has been trending for coming to do the soccer pimps with our girls. No, we have found him, but that is not the news. The actual news is the thing that has happened. Just a Russian man has come to chop. It's Ghana men that are suffering online. Ghanaian men are being blamed. A lot of people are saying things. Now, I say, wait there. Russian man, they are saying.
I know that, right? That's nice.
You look very good. You look very good. What's the name? You look very good. You look very good. What's the name? Bella. Ah.
A few moments later.
Hello.
So I think this is the most viral
You look
one.
good, very good.
This is the most viral one. This is in Kenya. This lady was walking with her 2 kids.
What's your name?
Actually, 3. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. You live here? Yes. I too. I live here 2 days. Where are you going?
We're going back home.
Back home.
Yeah.
I would like to see you in the evening.
Maybe it's still shorter.
What's up?
Yes? This is so sad. So just
Hey,
literally, I
hey,
spend so much
hey,
of my time with that, but
hey,
this is so
hey,
crazy.
hey, think what I said. Whenever I come to Africa, first thing I ask is, you been with a white man? Oh yes, I have. Okay. Go in the bathroom, excuse myself, and I'm gone.
That makes sense, because man, it's so sad how our women are so easy. Like, especially when it comes to white men. Personally, I think I've seen that. I've faced that before, and in my face, where the women are gonna be looking at you crazy. It's like you want the white man, literally. Especially when you see them together. It could be in a mall or maybe in the street. Then of course just people we say in Swahili, macho yana pazia. The eyes don't have curtains. You'll see it's on the open, literally. You'll see it. So if I bump into you and you have a white guy, I'm like, okay, yeah. But the women now will give you, especially you being a woman, they're gonna give you that type of an eye. It's like you want the white men, or it's like you're jealous of them and all that. So I actually love this exposure, because for the longest time I've been saying how these women actually feel like they're really important because of having a white man. But this is actually you being exposed. And I love the comment section, because someone is saying you'd be scrolling on TikTok, then you find your wife actually shaking some, boobies, like this lady here shaking the boobies for the white guy, you thinking you have a wife at home. Then someone also says, what if she's married? Of course she's married. This is someone with 3 kids. This someone definitely someone's wife. And the saddest part is that they don't know they are being recorded, because this guy has glasses on that are recording them. So they think, it's just fine. Nobody's gonna see this. Let me just get the money or whatever. And then you end up trending on the internet. So you can imagine literally also how many relationships currently have been broken, because of this kind of incident. But in case you want to see the videos, just go on TikTok, search the Russian man. Is actually trending right now, because he's been going across Africa, and specifically Kenya and Ghana, and taking people's, wives and all that. So Nigerians, I think you're out of the caliber, now it's the Russian men. So this is super, super crazy. But as we start with the important conversations, I'm going to start with this one of this guy and a bunch of them, people reacting to the current economic status in America. And literally, again, like I said, where the GDP is going to be falling, where it's falling literally as we talk, and so much more.
House is projecting strong economic momentum heading into 2026. Today, Kevin Hassett, director of the National Economic Council, appeared on CNBC and said U.S. economic growth is through the roof. Hassett projected around 4% annualized GDP growth continuing through the end of the year, with about 3% average growth for 2026 overall. He contrasted that with what he described as a weak start in Q1 of last year under the prior administration, followed by a sharp rebound. Hassett pointed to a recent strong performance, including a revised 4.4% annualized growth rate in Q3 of 2025. And he said the acceleration is being driven by tax cuts, deregulation, and productivity gains, which he linked in part to immigration enforcement and deportations slowing labor force growth. He also addressed softer recent job numbers, rejecting claims of economic weakness. Instead, Hassett framed them as a sign that productivity is rising, arguing the economy is producing more output with fewer new workers. So just a quick update for you guys. That's all I have for now. Do not forget I have a free email newsletter I send out every morning around 7 a.m. This is the best place to get news updates from me, because I'm not dependent on an algorithm to get you the information. When I send it, it's right in your inbox. So the link to that is in my profile. Click that link, drop your email in, hit subscribe, and you'll be good to go. That's all I got for now. I'll see you in the next one.
Dino, what's your economic outlook for 2026? What do you think is going to go on with the economy?
My economic outlook?
Yeah.
No one cares. Economic, I don't know. I mean, how do I start? First of all, I think this is going to be, today's first day of 2026 for the stock markets, and it's more of the same, right?
Highs?
More of the same, meaning, I was just going through all this stuff, actually. You got AI bubble narrative. It's still very strong out there. They've been overspent on AI, worries about overspend on infrastructure, scares about the old fiber days doing the internet and global crossing, and the same narrative, more of the same, basically. The silver, gold, precious metals and stuff had a run. Will it continue? I look at that as more like a flight to safety. I don't know. I mean, let's see what the markets tell us as we start the year off. Are people going to flood back that way? Don't understand. I have no idea. But on that note, it's like usually a flight to safety. So when you saw like all the margin calls hitting the crypto markets and the equities market going down, everyone gravitated to gold and silver.
Crypto market is going down because they find hold on, pause a second. The crypto market is going down because everybody's finding, like I said years ago, that there's a scam created by American and Israeli intelligence. Okay, I told you. Everybody knows. I told you when they came out with the fake. Here's a Japanese guy named Toki Yakamoto. What the fuck is that? whatever his name is supposed to be. Wait, was it?
Nakamoto.
What's his name, Joby? What's his name?
Nakamoto.
Oh, I'm just making up a Japanese name. I don't know what. So we gotta be specific. Yaki Yokosobo.
Yeah,
What?
Nakamoto, which is so according to the
What?
AI, it's all linked back to Jeffrey, and everything is
That's
in
right.
in
That's
the
right. All exactly. But now let me tell you now. But you should have known that then, guys. Who has the money? Like Job, I'm gonna use Joby's thing. Critical thinking. Is that okay? Who has the money and the infrastructure to introduce a new currency picked up globally? Some dude supposed to be some Japanese dude in his basement? Are you insane?
okay, okay, there you
I
go.
have no idea. Um,
Inflation, rate
yeah,
cuts.
that's complicated too. Bond market, I don't see the bond market going
Mhm.
any. I don't see 10-year treasuries. It's going to suck for home buyers, in my view, because a lot of the stuff that I'm looking at data says that the odds are showing that increasing 10-year treasury, maybe up to 4.5. It's not going to help rates, and that's really a outlook. That's the bond market's outlook on the economy, which goes to GDP was strong, but you're looking at forecasts of a much weaker 26 than 25, maybe around 2%. So weaker growth for obvious reasons. There's some concerns the job market. Last unemployment was 4.6, right? It's trending up. No new jobs. Job growth is flat, right? Unemployment is trending up, right? Goes back to who's supporting the spend in the economy right now. Really, is the AI. Well, maybe it's a bubble, but that's driving a lot of GDP.
Mhm.
And consumer spending has been strong. It's been really strong. So unless you see a big hit in the job market and unemployment, you would expect it to continue. And if the Fed, the new Fed, so to speak, if we drop short-term rates a couple more times, that's going to help people to spend, consumers to spend, because that's your credit cards,
Right.
right? So I don't know. I think that's just going to putt along. I think the economy shows a little bit signs of weakening compared to last year. But then again, that could be famous last words too. And I could also say it could get stronger. It could be also famous last words. What did someone say before? Prediction is very, very difficult if it's about the future.
Right.
I don't know. What else? Oh, I was writing this stuff down this morning when I was doing my early morning reading. But what's interesting is the tariffs. That's very interesting right now.
60% of the American public is about to
Exactly.
lose everything they have.
Exactly.
People,
Pause it. Yeah, that's what I said. Jibba Jabba, off topic. Yeah, her natural looks nice. I said it. I said it this morning, but she looked at me crazy. But go ahead, Joby.
Yeah.
living paycheck to paycheck are about to go broke. The
Thank you,
Exactly.
Jibad. It's just washed, not combed. So
Thank,
I don't consider it
thank,
cute personally.
thank you, Jibba Jabba. When I said it, Joby looked at me crazy. Oh, Joby, hair looks nice. She looked at me crazy.
Personally, I don't consider it looking good because it's not combed. I just washed it. As much as I'm wearing it, it's not like I don't like my hair. Don't get me wrong. It's not combed. It's just a washed. It's just washed. Nothing done to it.
All
Just
right, all right. Well, all I said was look nice, and you didn't say thank you. You looked at me crazy. Okay, sorry. Go
yeah.
ahead,
So,
go ahead, Joe.
60% of the American public is about to lose everything they have.
True.
People living paycheck to paycheck are about to
Paycheck
go
to
broke.
paycheck.
The GDP numbers came in
Pause
yesterday,
it. Pause it.
and
That's what I'm telling Joby. You better be happy with what we got. You better understand we're in a situation where a lot of people are out of work. Let me tell you guys. Last week, my company fired um so many people. Yeah, I thought my head was on top. It had nothing to do with me, but they were just coming letting us know that these other positions were going to be no one's going to be here. So don't be surprised when you see half the people gone. And I just assumed they were talking about us too, but they wasn't, because of course we're vital, we're needed. But man, I'm telling you, keep, as we say here, be very thankful for the jobs that we have, guys. I'm telling you. I've seen so many people without jobs, people struggling, people in bad situations. I count my lucky stars that I can pay people, that I can that we're okay for right now. It's you guys know I travel everywhere. I see up close and personal. It ain't no joke. People homeless, man. People don't have jobs and can't pay their bills. This thing is getting real. So everybody's employed right now. Be thankful that you have a job. Be thankful that you can put food on the table. Be thankful that you can pay your bills, because it's a blessing right now. But go ahead, Joby.
Of course, the economy receded, which I predicted 2 months ago, and people laughed.
Exactly.
Mark my words, the second quarter is going to be far worse. Tariffs on Chinese products at 145% are about to kick in, which means everything you buy from China on Amazon or elsewhere is about to go through the roof. Grocery store shelves are starting to empty at Walmarts across the country. And of course, grocery prices continue to soar. People who've been financing groceries on credit are starting to default on those payments. We are about to see an economic catastrophe. If you're in this 60% that has little or no money, please stop spending money. Protect your family. Trump does not care about you. Even if you voted for him, he's a billionaire. He won't suffer, but you and your family will. Please protect yourself. 60% of the American public.
Wait a minute. Are these tariffs really costing American families?
President Trump inherited an economic mess from the Biden administration. Inflation was at a record high 9%. And because of this president's pro-growth policies, inflation has reached a 1.4% annualized CPI rate. That is a remarkable turnaround in just a little over a year. We also see, as inflation has come down, wages have increased under this president. So Americans have more purchasing power, which is the greatest measure of affordability. How affordable things are for you is how much money you have in your pocket. And we're in the middle of the largest tax refund season ever. We've been hearing from everyday Americans across the country telling us they're seeing more money in their tax refund checks this year, thanks to President Trump's no tax on tips, overtime, and Social Security, no tax on Social Security policies, which he signed into law last year. So as President Trump has continually said, the best is yet to come, and we believe we're continuing to head into an economic boom in 2026.
60% of the...
Okay, so I want to shift. Let me share this tab instead. Let me share this one. We have more reaction from people.
I was talking to my friend. You all have been lied to about capitalism. And let me tell you why, as someone who is a sex worker from Canada. We're all in the system, and we're all told this idea that if we work hard enough, if we get good grades, if we do all these extracurriculars, we are going to be successful. We're going to have a lot of money. We're going to have the job we want, and we're going to have the life we want. And that's normally not how it works. And I hate to break it to you, but unfortunately, it's not about how talented you are. It's not about how smart you are. It's not about how hardworking you are. Because at the end of the day, a person working 3 minimum wage jobs does not have enough to put food on the fucking table. They do not have enough to pay rent for a single person. Like, that's just the reality. And even if you do manage to fucking spend 4 years getting a degree and then end up getting a job, you're not even going to be getting paid enough to be able to afford the basic necessities of life. Like, you'll be barely scraping by. And we call that freedom. And we think that, oh my gosh, like this job, blah, blah, blah. No, we're all fucking slaves to a system. And as someone who was in the system, and especially because I had no connections and I had no money and I was in school and in debt, I was working so much. I can tell you the system is rigged, because here's the thing. I am brilliant. I'm not saying that to stroke my own ego or anything, but like, I was one of the top in my class. And even throughout university, I was getting above 80% in everything. I was on the honor roll. I was in my honors program of a very competitive program at my school. And I was doing all these extracurriculars, and I was working 3 jobs on the side, and that shit did nothing for me. It got me fucking nowhere. It just put me more and more in debt. And for what? Like, why do I have to keep suffering under a system that is designed to keep me as a slave? And I started sex work to be able to fucking afford life, to just be able to have the basic necessities. And I'm not going to lie to you, it sucks that I had to resort to that. And I'm not saying that like sex work is bad, because it's not. And I ended up loving it, but not everyone does end up loving it if they have to get into this line of work. I'm lucky I ended up really liking it. I'm not saying it's for everybody, but it's sad that that's the point I had to get to. I had to get to a point where I had to do that. in order to make ends meet. And it sucks. And, you know, now I'm in a position like, yeah, I'm able to do this full time and I'm very public about it. I'm a very big advocate of sex work. But what the fuck are we doing, guys? Like, why are we letting capitalism fucking destroy us like this? If honestly, we should fucking revolt, because why are we in the system where we can barely afford anything, but we can't do anything because we need to have our jobs in order to fucking feed ourselves? Like, I don't know. It really bothers me. But yeah, I don't know. That's my little rant of the day, I guess.
I was talking to my friend in the States about this restaurant I went to in Nairobi the other day, and I was like, yeah, it was so good.
How are people affording life right now? How are people tackling this cost of living on the average American salary? I just watched a TikTok of a teacher who makes a teacher's salary. I don't know what state she's in, so I don't know how much she makes, but her 1-bedroom apartment is $2,000. And when she spends $2,000 on that 1-bedroom apartment, it doesn't even come with a washer and dryer. So she has to go pay an additional $2 every time she wants to use their washer and dryer. Okay, like, how does that leave her any extra money to spend? And then she said she had a $400 car payment, which some people were bashing her on that. But in today's economy with interest rates, that's really not that bad. And I'm sure she needs a dependable car. So you talk about teacher's salary, $2,000 in rent, $400 car payment, you got insurance, you got groceries, electricity. Like, I don't understand how people are affording life right now. And it really makes me sad for some people. You have people who are like her. She's single. She has her own salary, or families where it just works out best for them, for the mother to stay home. And if the father is just making an average American salary, how are they affording life without going in a bunch of debt? This lady who's a teacher started crying because she said she realizes on her salary and where she lives, she will actually end up in more debt. Then, like, she will just continue to accrue more debt and more debt and more debt because her salary is not matching the cost of living. And what's sad is I've seen people be like, just spend less. Listen, guys, the cost of living is rising and our salaries are stagnant. Okay, so there's not just spend less. That's not the problem here. The problem is the cost of living is outrageous, and minimum wage in some states is still $7.25. Teachers in some states are still paid a ridiculously low salary, even though their job is super important. I don't know what we can do about this, but I'm just going on a rant because it really, really pisses me off.
The economy is really, really bad, and it's everywhere. Literally, it's globally. This is not even just America. Everyone is complaining everywhere, like literally everywhere. Everywhere, everyone is complaining. Things are slow. Businesses are slow. People are losing their jobs. The cost of living is high, not matching your salary. So it's hard everywhere, literally. It's not just America.
As a Londoner living in the US, this is the greediest country I have ever lived in. So here's a list of things I've had to pay for which make no sense and would send the European mind into absolute psychosis. Let's kick it off strong with number 1. I pay processing fees for my rent. I pay my rent and then I pay $6 to process my rent.
What?
Why am I paying you money to take my money?
What?
Now, the next thing is I didn't realize how expensive healthcare actually is. But one day I had a really bad toothache and I went to the emergency room. First mistake. They scanned my insurance card, put me in a queue, and when I finally get to see a doctor, he looks at my tooth and says, yeah, we can't actually help you. You need to go see a dentist tomorrow morning. I said, cool. 2 weeks go by, I get my bill. $600. Luckily, I had insurance, so I paid $120. But think about this for a second. I paid $120 for a doctor to tell me he can't help me. Now, this one takes me off beyond my imagination. I stayed at the end.
Wow. Getting rid of a tooth here is literally $1,000, Bob. If it goes too much, I don't know. Personally, I think I'd say $1,000, Bob, because that was the last time I got my tooth removed. I'm supposed to remove another one because it's been disturbing me. So I don't know how much right now it's costing, literally. I have no idea. And I don't wish to go back to the doctor that I went to last time, as much as it was affordable. He really messed me up last time, where I was in pain a lot for 2 weeks just because of getting my tooth extracted. I still had my gum literally aching. But $600 for seeing a doctor, $120 still, despite you having insurance, it's crazy.
It's a Continental Hotel in Chicago.
America is just unnecessarily expensive.
For 2 nights were around $200 a night, plus I pay for valet parking. But when I got my bill, the numbers just weren't adding up. On top of all the money and taxes I paid, they still charged me a $32 resort fee. What is a resort fee? And when I'm asking the receptionist what is a resort fee, no Nobody can answer my question. And what's even worse is it's not a flat fee, it's $32 per night. The next one was kind of annoying. I got my car towed, $350. Pro tip, do not let your car stay there overnight.
Wow.
Now, the next one is tip culture. And since living here, I've learned to leave a 10% tip. But think about this for a second. Your boss is so greedy that he doesn't pay you not a livable wage, doesn't pay you a survivable wage, then guilt trips us, his customers, into covering.
He doesn't, pause it. Him not living it, pause it. He doesn't know that the reason why we tip in America, and the reason why tipping is worldwide, is because of racism. So after slavery ended, right?
Oh, no. Racism?
Yeah, but everything is about everything is about racism, Joby. I'm explaining it to you. Some of you guys already know this story. I'm trying to teach you. So I always forget when I can teach Joby something new. It's funny. She don't know, okay? Yeah, everything is racism, Joby. Okay, so Joby, so after slavery, right?
Mm-hmm.
I got these black people, and I don't really want to pay you shit, and the world's not gonna make me pay you anything, right? The police not gonna come if I cheat you. So I developed a system, Joby. I say people don't have to pay you; they just have to tip you, and they only have to tip you if they like you, if you do some shucking jobs. Say, yes, boss. Ooh, did you have a good meal, Miss Joby? Joby, can I rub your back? Joby, did you like all that? Joby, do you want some more tea? And you can decide whether you decide to tip me, which is my money, Joby, or nothing. Wow. Because the business not paying you. You only living off tips, Joby. So all depends on whether these people, even though you come serve them, do all other stuff, it's whether they tip you or not. That's your money. You don't get paid a salary.
Why are you working there then?
Because you got to survive. Because that's how it is. But you're black, Joby, in the 1800s. Where else you gonna work at? Your people come out of slavery. You don't own shit. You don't got shit. So you trying to make a living. And exactly, no, you're not getting no damn salary. I'm not paying you, Joby. You are a negress. You're a black bitch. I'm not paying you. So, and that's the scheme because they didn't want to pay you. So that's the scheme they came up with. So if somebody decides to tip you, Joby, then they do. So that's why you gotta be, that's why you see back in the day black people cooning. Hey Joby, Miss Joby, is your food good? You want some more tea, Miss Joby? Miss Joby, can I wash your ass? Miss Joby, can I clean your feet? So that's how tipping became the culture.
Yeah, when I look at how black people we love tipping, especially when you're okay financially, it feels so, doing it because this. Oh my God, that is so bad. That is such a sad, racist.
Put this up, just since you ready. Keep that right there. Since you got to go to TikTok and say tipping. Say tipping started because of racism. They probably see some. Say tipping started because of racism. People like, what? How can I? What? How can that even? What? Yeah, even that, Joby.
Yeah, we don't know that. We just don't think saying thank you.
No,
for yourself.
Oh my God. No, that's not start. See, there you go.
Tipping started because restaurants didn't want to pay black waiters after they ratified the 15th Amendment. This way they can still work as slaves for $0 and only be paid by voluntary tips from
exactly. That's
in 1950.
That's Joby. Why would you stay and work there? Because Joby, you got to work somewhere. Go ahead.
And they actually prohibited
Joby, everything they do is evil.
Yeah, that's
because of this. At T.
Racism is the reason tipping culture is so out of hand in the US, and it's why people can still be legally paid $2.13 an hour. After the Civil War and the end of slavery, black workers who were formerly enslaved were usually only able to get service jobs. Racist employers looking to exploit labor found a way to avoid paying black people any wages at all. They decided that customers could just tip them for their services instead of paying them themselves.
Pause that, Joby. Pause it. Everything you think, Joby, that couldn't be racism or started from racism is. Everything you think Why is this stuff? Why we do this? Why we do that? And it'll go back to racism, Joby.
This is so
Every
sad.
time. Go ahead, go ahead.
The use of tipping to pay workers became more and more common. Before the Civil War, tipping in the US was rare, and it definitely wasn't used to pay someone's entire wage. Then in the early 1900s, a bunch of employers who wanted to keep labor costs down and prevent workers from organizing formed the National Restaurant Association. Since then, they've lobbied Congress to exclude tipped occupations from minimum wage protections, and later to establish a lower sub-minimum wage for tipped workers. That's why today, the federal minimum wage for tipped employees is just $2.13 an hour. Tipped workers are 2.3 times more likely to live in poverty than non-tipped workers. And they're more likely to be people of color, women of color, or single parents. They're also disproportionately born outside of the US. Tipping is still used as a way to exploit workers, squeeze more out of customers, and keep people, especially Black and brown people.
Oh my God, we don't even see it that way. We see it as an act of, like, thank you for your service. Because for me, if I tip someone, it depends, because personally I think I've spoken about I love services and good services. I don't care where.
You're thinking about the norm. You're thinking about something being good, but you didn't know it started from something being bad, Joe.
Wow.
Because you got a good heart. I just think about good service and doing good things where they don't.
I found out why Black people don't tip. It's because they were never supposed to.
Racism is the reason tipping culture is so out of hand in the US, and it's why people.
So when you do it as Black people, is that gonna be a bad thing? Like when we do it as Black people, should that be considered bad? Like, because I'm doing it out of generosity.
No. You're in a different society right now, America. Because it didn't come, even though it went global now, starting in America, but you're not doing it for evil purposes to try to, because those guys are getting paid too. America was done for evil purposes because they didn't want to pay nobody. So imagine, you're giving a tip to add on to what they make. In America, the tip was all they made. That was it.
Wow.
They didn't get, so the people didn't pay them. It's only according what you tip, Joe.
This is crazy. That's so sad. That is such a sad story over there. Oh my God. That's so bad. That is super, super bad.
Nobody had it so good, making you good money, living your good life. There were a lot of people living the struggle, and things are racist and fucked up. Welcome to the real world, Joey.
Yeah, that is super, super crazy. I didn't know that part of the history. I think I shared the video of tipping, but I think the guy didn't explain it that way. So I guess he might have lied about it. I think there's a time I was watching a video, either I shared or I watched it about tipping. I was like, this is actually interesting, but you didn't give the story.
You're probably sure what tipping is, what it is, but not how did it start? Right?
Mm-hmm.
Where did it start from? Started from racism. So, everything's always diabolical with these people. It starts from trying to steal something, have somebody. Their whole thing is always trying to have somebody work for free to enrich them. Always, to make them rich, keep you in poverty.
It's sad, but I see. Shout out to everyone with us on the comment as we shift from that conversation. Damn, that just saddened my heart. I really feel sad, like really sad about that.
That's an African. That's why we take that personal. Like it's really because it's evil. It don't sadden me because I know what it is. See, I take it in and like it makes us sad because it's evil.
Yeah, because I don't know. I don't know. Personally, I don't know. I don't want to look at it with today's, again, of course, time and that time. With that time and, of course, looking at the history, it doesn't still make sense to me. I'm no, shit.
Well, it doesn't make sense because of evil. So you're looking at like, okay, they're getting paid, but you want to give them a tip because you appreciate the service because it's out of goodness, but it didn't come from goodness. You're looking at it as a thing of goodness to add value to what they've given you. So you feel grateful for the good service that you gotten because like you said, you appreciate good service, Joby. So you wanted to give them something to say, I appreciate your good service
Yeah, because every day someone smiling when you tip them, that's like the most, I think, amazing thing too. Apart from just, them giving you good food, then you like keep the change. I don't care if it's $1 or some few cents, they'll still be happy. Keep the change. Even like my bike guys or the people maybe like, yeah, keep that change. Even it's some few cents, just keep that. They'll still be very happy because it's not something. Also, especially when someone tips you. Even for me, let's say if I'm doing something and then someone gives me that extra money, I'm like, wow, thank you, like
But that's exactly. But that's out of goodness. That's the service and good. But it came from a place where I'm not paying you shit, and now you got to go. Now you got to live off whether somebody's going to tip you now. Because especially imagine you serving white people. They don't want. They're not going to tip you unless you cooling from. Yes, master. Hey, how you doing? Can I rub your back? Oh, that kind of. Then still, they might not tip you, but they want you to go extra. They want you to be slavish for them, slavish for their ass. That's right. You want me to clean your feet, Miss Joby?
Crazy. But shout out to everyone with us. Jiba Jaba. See you. I also see we have LBK. Where is Katie? Where did you see Katie Jiba Jaba? I don't know what you're talking about, but Katie is not here, but she's doing good. LKB says that they must.
Don't know if that lady doing good. Get out of here.
I know. I'm not. I talk to her. That's the difference now. I don't keep beeps personally, and I like reconciling with people if they can be reconciled with. Katie is doing great, literally, very amazing. I see LKB says they must not know about them, effing Trumpstein files and that Jackie. I know black women. And the video, I think you're talking about the video I was sharing earlier. Sadly, I don't think even
Yeah. I missed most of what Joe was talking about, showing that. So that's what I'm saying. This is the danger of growing up in Africa. And like when Joey's grandma was trying to pimp her to a white man. This is the danger. You worship your enemy. These people that enslaved, beat, raped. This the thing that Joey showed early this morning about it came, and your mind is so effed up. Black women, you're the worst. Globally, you're the worst. Globally.
No.
I don't care where you at. I don't care where you at. Globally, you're the worst. Africa, America, Brazil. Go to Brazil and see how many butt cheeks be open for white people down there with the black women in Brazil. I've been there. Butt cheeks fly open. Okay. Butt cheeks get the clapping. Clap, clap, clap.
Yeah.
So I'm just keeping it real. I'm keeping it all.
Not all, but you can't just put every black woman in the same.
Not all, not all, but the majority. Go. The white man. Look. Russia's poor. They got some poor, ugly Russian running around. I'm gonna just show us that video. Ladies at the grocery store. Say, how you doing? Say, hi. You want to come home with me? Okay.
Yeah, there are a bunch of them. Even a Safaricom lady, like
this how, and also the religion. Don't tell me you don't know God is what you worship white gods, white people. So your mind, women, black women, you're mentally fucked up to get chopped up. You're dealing with the most psychopathic people on the planet, and they know you're like this. This is known. I tried to teach you this. They know that you open them butt cheeks up for them. They know this. Why they go to Africa and all this shit happens? Why did they know? He said Russian didn't know. He learned that from the white people in England and France. Why is some Russian dude now knowing this? He knows that they know this with you black women. It's known. That's why them white man, they able to give all them women AIDS in Kenya. Same guy went to Ghana, gave him AIDS in Ghana and Nigeria. Same white man. This is known. Same white person did that in America. Over in South Carolina, another white man sleeping with all because he said he wanted to see if he can kill black men. So he's gonna sleep and give all these black women. I think it was like, how many that DJ guy sleep with thousands of black women? So it was like thousands. He gave them AIDS and he had them go back to sleep with black men. Because that's what I told you. When I meet you, hey shorty, what's hot? Because they think that's a flex for them. I might take you to a nice damn restaurant. We talking. Say, you know what? You been with a white man? Oh, yes, I have. They love me. Okay. Excuse me for a second. I go to the bathroom, wash my hands. Use the bathroom, wash my hands. Use the bathroom. You can go use the bathroom, wash my hands. I'm out the back.
Go on.
I'm gone. You be sitting there waiting. They got your meal waiting for me. I'm gone. I'm gone.
Yeah.
I won't touch you. This real. And you been with anybody white? I won't touch you.
Yeah, as you should. I think as you should, literally respectfully, because respectfully, that's just respectfully. Go back to your dignity. And sadly, like you said, yeah, they think it's a flex. The same time I used on the video I just posted on my TikTok, they think it's a flex. You thinking you're sleeping with the white men or having a white man on the picture, that you're better than the rest of the
That's
black
before you
what
call that.
men.
Exactly. You go. You talking about you worship your enemy. You think it's better to be with them than be with your own man, your own people. You're messed up in their head. They don't think it's a flex to sleep with you. They think that's a step down.
Disgusting. Jabba says, will they be that easy with an American black man? Bet not, because I think if you look at actually most of the videos recently, especially from Kenya, I'm gonna be specific about my country, we have some women really talking trash about black American men, and sadly, I feel like it comes with also, which we've said, your approach, how you come also to Africa. When you come here and you wanna act like that white man, you splashing money for Gucci. That's how women are gonna carry you, and I'm not gonna lie. As a black person, they're gonna take you as a wallet.
What do you never do, people? You know this. You never. I've taught this when I'm still doing the relationship. I've been over Africa since I had the relationship show. To never lead with your wallet, ever. A woman is not going to respect you because you got money. She's going to use you because you got money. Never lead with your wallet, guys, because woman's not attracted. This what you got there. This, I hate to say it, you have to learn this. This is truthful. It ain't to be brutal. The women that you don't pay attention to, the woman that always build yourself up first as a man. But you don't chase no woman. Don't ever chase no woman. Ever. It's a bad look. It's not good. Right? You have women chase you because women choose. Women control sex, guys. Have you ever learned this? Women control sex. So they choose. Women don't like men always a thirsty Negro. Women don't like thirsty men. That's a no-no. We don't like thirsty men. So, you be as aloof as possible. Because sadly enough, dating's about everything turns into a power dynamic. Everything's about power. And if you give your power away to a woman, she'll drag your ass through the streets. Because I'm just being honest with you. Because women are cruel by nature. That's their nature. Cruel. Because they're looking for someone to take care of them. That's the way they're programmed. So if you go chase after a woman, put all your shit in a woman, she's not going to respect that. But if you treat her a little, aloof, all right, if you always run to her beck and call, it's not going to work for you. You're going to be thrown into the friendship pile. You're a sucker. So you just don't do. And listen, women already chosen who they going to give their coochie to, guys. Yeah, so you come and giving them money and all that shit don't change nothing. They can be the most low budget motherfucker over in the corner, but she's already decided she's gonna give him her coochie. Now you pour this money into it like a sucker, right? And get no return. So you have women come after you, chase you. You stay aloof, all right? I'm just teaching you this. You stay aloof. You not been like I didn't chase women. I learned that to learn at the heart. I don't chase no. So I used to have women always come to me. I stayed aloof. Like, I don't give a fuck about. That's why I was able to get a bunch of women because I didn't give a fuck about them. Ain't that crazy? The more you don't act like you don't give a fuck about them, the more they come, they're interested in you. It's something weird about that with women. The more you act like you don't give a fuck about them, the more they get attracted to you. Especially, and if women see you around, a bunch of women want you. They also want you all of a sudden. It's a weird dichotomy. So it's sad that you got to play these games, but that's just true. I'm gonna tell you from my observation from I've been with hundreds of women. This is factual. People tell you, I've been with hundreds of women, Jack. So this is my learned through observation, because I was a sucker once. Gave a girl, I was a sucker, right? Gave this girl, I think the lights went off on Joe. Damn, right? So I was a sucker once. Gave this girl a coat, right? Gave this girl a coat and was feeding all over in college. Drove this broad all the way home. Now I didn't know about, I'm from LA, so I'm going to college in Philadelphia. You guys know I went to Temple University, right? So I'm all, I'm like all infatuated with this chick. So I do all kind of sucker shit, right? Sucker stuff. I went out and bought the girl a nice cashmere coat. You guys remember cashmere was expensive back then. I don't know. Cashmere probably expensive as hell now, right? Bought a cashmere coat because I was trying to buy her, right? So, and why would I do that when you get all these beautiful women in college, right? But and I had a lot of girlfriends back then. They said, "Keith, don't be with that, bro. She's just using you." I said, "Nah, not me. I don't get used. Not me. You crazy. I don't get used." So Christmas time, I bought the gift. It was Christmas time, right? And so she came to me. You guys, I told the story 1,000 times. She came to me and said, Keith, can you give me a ride home? I thought she lived in the Philadelphia area. In college, I forgot people come from all over the place. She said, I thought she lived around Philadelphia somewhere. I said, yeah, sure, I'll give you a ride home. She said, no, home for Christmas. Yeah, I'll give you a ride home, yeah, for Christmas, whatever. She said, no, I live in North Carolina. I'm like, North Carolina? Now, at that time, I'd never been to the South. North Carolina? What the fuck is that at? Way in the South? So I said, yeah, okay, this must be a good thing, shit. Probably gonna get some coochie for that. I know I'm gonna get some coochie for this. We're young. I'm 18, right? 18, yeah, I'm 18. Yeah, I know I'm gonna get some coochie for this. Cause I go look on the map. You guys know we had no damn Google Maps and that shit back then. We had to look at a real map. I said, God damn, that's a long ass way away. So I said, God damn, that's a long ass way away. I know I'm gonna be getting some coochie for this. There's no way. She must, didn't know I was being hit with the sucker, right? So, but you gotta admit, fuel back then was cheap. I think fuel was like, 99 cents a gallon or some shit. You guys remember that? You guys remember when fuel was like 99 cents a gallon? So it was still pretty cheap. But, so, I bought the chick the coat. So I'm driving up, at that time, I told my mother was living in Maryland. So I called and told my mom, I said, listen here, Mom, I'm taking this girl down to North Carolina. And I'll be back to Maryland a little later. I said, North Carolina? I thought you going way down there. I said, take this girl home. She ain't got no plane ticket or no bus ticket or something. I said, nah, Mom, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. You can't tell your mom you're trying to get some coochie, but I'm sure she knew. Right? So I'm driving all the way down there. This chick know she a bum brat using me. She ain't asked to help drive half the way. I'm tired of the motherfucker. I'm almost done. Because I drove down there straight. I'm almost tired of shit. And she lived in a place called, she actually lived by another college that I ain't know nothing about yet, but I'm one of those HBCUs. She lived by North Carolina A&T, down the road from there. I had no idea. So, drove to Greensboro, nice neighborhood. Like, damn, this motherfucker, damn parents must be balling, shit. Big old house, right? And so I'm all like, I'm gonna get in there. I know she's gonna introduce me to the parents, and maybe she just let me come in and tap that ass before I leave. Before I go back up to Maryland. Shit. That's what I'm thinking in my mind. Okay, she got me going to the house. I'm gonna tap that ass before I go back to Maryland. That's all right. That's what's up. That's what's up, right? So I get down there, pull into a house, to a driveway. She said, okay, Keith, thank you. I'm like, what? Thank me? You're not gonna let me in and invite me in to meet your parents? No, my parents at work. I said, well, damn, even better, shit. We get down to business. Talk to me. Your parents ain't even home. Said, no, thank you. I see you back at the Christmas break. And back there, I was like, God, this motherfucker got me. So I got high. You know you can't really hide when you know you're getting fucked. I went from instantly bullshitting to angry as hell. So I'm still trying to play through, think I'm gonna get me some coochie. And I just got played and drove a motherfucker hundreds of miles. So I said, damn, I'm not gonna get a hug. And then she got up, she gave me one of them friendship hugs, one of them fake friendship hugs. Okay, see you back in school. I'm like, wow. Now I'm mad. I'm like, how did I get the fuck out of here? I don't know the fuck I'm at. How I get back to where the fuck I'm at? Remember, guys, they know GPS. Where the fuck I'm at? How I get out of here? I remember that shit like it was yesterday. I'm all mad. How the fuck I get out of here? What's going on? So I remember driving down the neighborhood, trying to make it back to I-40 and I-40 to I-90, I-95, right? The I-85. That was I-85. I-85 up to 95. That's right. 95 Benton, Virginia. So I'm down there, I can't understand the motherfucker even saying. I say, hey man, where the interstate at here? Where the highway? You go down that road and you make a right and do the left and go down there. Go down where? Make a left and a right. That's all right, man. Fuck it. I'll figure this shit out. This crazy country motherfucker. Fuck out of here. So I'm like, God damn. I drove all the way back home. I'm tired as hell. I'm all like, where you been? I said, don't worry about it. Yo, man. You guys remember college was like, when Christmas break was like a 2-week break. And I was seething that whole time. So I'm seething that whole 2 weeks. I said, I bought this motherfucker a coat. Remember, I ain't heard from him. I tried to call him one time. I got the answering service, right? So I said, this motherfucker played me like a straight sucker. Played me like a sucker. This chick played me like a straight poobah ass nigga, right? Like a straight sucker. So got back to school at the Christmas break. And I said, hey, I can't remember her name no more. Whatever her name was, whatever her damn name was. That's a part of my. I said, man, you seen Shorty? Oh yeah, man, she over across the campus class over there. I said, word? He said, yeah, word. He said, why? Why you asking about her? I said, you don't want to, your boy, you're gonna tell him. How about that motherfucking coat? You bought a coat? Why? Why you buying people coats? And the good thing about it, because it was snowing. It was all snowing and cold out there and shit, right? He's like, why you buying people coats? The probably Joby tell me she ain't coming back. Yeah, Joby. Lights are gone. I know. Let me tell Joby go home. And I'm going to come back on later tonight too, guys. Let me tell Joby just go on home. I'm not joking. Guys, give me a second. Let me tell Joby to go home. I'll come back on later. Give me 1 second, guys. There. Coming back on this late. All right, Joby, just go home, guys. So anyway, yeah, you guys, I'm telling Joby to go home, guys. So anyway, I said, okay, cool. God, I'm finally back. Do shows all weekend this week. So I finally, because I'm back at school, right? So And partners laugh. They laugh. You sucker ass nigga buying girls' coats. I'm a sucker. You sucker ass nigga buying girls' coats. This nigga, you guys remember you're in school, you're in college, you're young, they making funny. This nigga's all in love buying coats and shit. This nigga's all in love buying coats and shit. So I said, ain't nobody in love with no damn body. I'm about to get this goddamn coat back. She got me all the way fucked up. I'm about to go get the coat back. I'm about to get this coat back. So I went across the damn campus, found out what room she was in, and I went in there. She's looking all crazy. I said, yeah, I need that coat back. I need that coat. Everybody looking all, everybody looking all crazy and shit. What the fuck is this? What are you talking about a coat? Because she had the nerve to wear it that day. She should have worn another coat. She about the coat. Yeah, she calling me a straight sucker. She wearing the coat that I bought her. She should have enough decency, to wait a couple of months, till things cool down. Till it wasn't still in my mind. She should have waited a couple of months. She had the nerve to have the damn coat on there because it was expensive. It was a cashmere coat, right? It was cashmere. It was nice as fuck. Like cashmere leather mix. It was nice. I was a sucker. Paid a lot of money for it. So someone need that coat back, short. I'm gonna need that coat. Can't remember her name, but that's somebody need that coat. So what? The coat. I'm gonna need the goddamn coat. Coat you got. That coat you got on. I mean that goddamn coat. Right? Tell you mean what? That coat. So then the professor came and said, anybody that's not supposed to be in this class, you're going to leave now. You're disrupting my classroom. You gotta go. I said, okay, cool. So, whatever class I had to go to, I didn't go to. I waited for her ass. Me and my partners went downstairs. There's like a snack bar down there. We eat some snacks. And we didn't know, you're in college, ain't no damn bells like you got in high school, bells and shit. I said, oh shit, we ran. I said, oh, we were talking. I said, oh shit, the class probably let up. I said, wait, damn, this motherfucker's gone. So remember, her class was on like the third floor. And so we looked out the window. Her ass was trying to run across the goddamn, across the campus and shit. I said, nah, motherfucker, you can't get away from me. I'm 18, I'm raw, I'm unapologetically, I'm like, what? I'm not going to be nobody's sucker. So I ran across there. I said, I told your stupid ass I need that coat back. Hell you doing? Well, it's cold out here, Keith. I thought I would go to my dorm and give it to you. You ain't thought nothing. Thought you going to slick your ass out of here. I wasn't going to know. Give me that goddamn coat. Take it back. And you said it was a gift. Well, it ain't no goddamn gift now. Give me the motherfucker back. I said, go get a gift from the dude you're fucking. That's what you get a gift from. They're going like a sucker. Give me that coat. So, you young, you don't want to hurt nobody. I grabbed that coat and pushed their ass in the snow. Give me that goddamn coat. What's wrong with you? Got me like I'm some kind of sucker out of here. So, you guys' comments. Whose birthday is tomorrow? Oh, that's okay. Tomorrow's your birthday. Happy birthday, second one. You guys' comments. Yeah, I told that story a while, not even gas money. Exactly. No gas money to help me. I was mad as hell. Everybody's got a sucker moment. What you guys call it? Everybody's got a sucker moment. Everybody's got a sucker moment. Come on, as men, we all got. I'm just honest about it. Everybody's got a sucker moment. Let's go. Then they said, yeah, happy birthday and sucker one. Yes. Have some fun. Yeah, thanks. That's comments. So, yeah, they were clowning my ass, but that's all right. Because we all had sucker moments. We've all been a victim of some woman getting the best of us, But you out here buying gifts for what? Us as black men, we rough on our brothers, right? We rough on them. What you out here buying coats for motherfuckers for? What you doing? What you buying coats for motherfuckers for? What? Are you dating? You know, we want to dating. Is girl your girlfriend now? So, nah, you know. You thought you gonna buy a coat and get some coochie? You know, you don't want to say, you know, one thing about us guys, we're direct. You know, they come out with shit you don't want to hear. You thought you're gonna get some coochie because you bought a coat? You don't want to say, yeah, I did. You know, like a complete sucker, right? But anyway. So you guys come. Happy birthday, yeah. All right, so you guys, you know, you don't ever want to like a complete sucker. And women, they always say women are more fragile than not. Men are more fragile than women. You know, everything we told is a lie. We have interactions with women. Women are more cruel than men. They are. See, women don't care about hurting you because and understand for a woman, just like take joke, it's always gonna be another Negro hang. A woman's always gonna have 3 or 4 options. Always understand that, guys. They're gonna have 3 or 4 options as they play you as a sucker. Because a woman has to block 5 dicks a day as she comes out the house. Not that dick, not that dick, not that dick, not that dick. Just blocking dicks all day. You as a man, you're not gonna have that problem. You know? So a woman's always gonna have some Negro on standby. And so don't ever chase women. That destroyed the power dynamics. They ever have the power because you chase a woman because you want access to her body. You know that. Especially as a young man, the whole thing you chase them because you want access to her body. Right? They know that. Women know that. Why do you think women like to look sick? They know you want access to their body. And you're willing to do any and everything to get access to their body. So they play you like a sucker, right? And so remember, especially women are always going to have more opportunities, always going to be some other dude, you know, showering them with something, always going to be another man that can pay more than you, do more than you. So it's not in your benefit to ever chase no woman, never. Because in the day, like me, I was turned into the sucker, you know. Sadly, like I said, you gotta be aloof with women. That's the craziest thing. Women don't like you when you chase them, right? They see you weak. They feel you weak. So, I don't know how we got on this, but anyway, we're gonna talk about Epstein tonight. So let's go back. Since we got like an hour left. Yep, got a little less than an hour left. So what about these Epstein files, guys? What are you guys' thoughts on that, man? See, it's no more allegedly that they've been eating children, having sex with kids, sex with babies, right? Sex with children, it's crazy. And they keep saying if they tell everything, it'll bring the whole system down. Then it should come down. Means the whole system's corrupt then. Whole system's evil. You got morons out here tomorrow. If we release everything, the whole system come down. Then the whole system is evil. The whole system top to bottom is evil then. It's supposed to come down. Imagine you got goddamn all these old motherfuckers sleeping with babies. Then eating them. See, no more conspiracy theories, no more allegedly shit. We always gotta keep saying allegedly. We've been ruled by wicked ass, psychopathic, homicidal, pedophilic psychopath. It's crazy. Cannibalistic. And so this is global. And the sad fact they're trying to act like this is nothing. I might see white people going crazy yet because it's them. This has always been their history. They ate us in slavery. They ate black. So when we talk about they ate black people, you just keep making stuff. We know they ate black people. They know they ate us. You go back in their history, it's always been a tinge of cannibalism there, always. Always been a tinge of cannibalism. And they project that on everybody else. Guys believe Africans are running around here eating people. It's always been them. All these babies every year come up missing, and no one's ever held responsible for these children, all these missing children. Right? So it's and they're all involved. All of them. All your news media, all your Hollywood, all your politicians. And I mean globally. It's a global event, right? And like I said, Jeffrey Epstein is just the tip of the iceberg. He's the one that we do know. Imagine the hundreds of people that we don't know that were Mossad and CIA agents out here doing this kind of entrapment. You know, imagine the ones that we don't know out here doing this kind of entrapment, this kind of heinous thing. But you notice, no matter how far, you don't see a lot of black people in those files, right? Because we don't really run like we don't move like that normally. You can't really put unless you really got a real heinous, debaucherous ass black individual. We don't move like that. Our soul doesn't move like that. We can't fry a baby like my brother said. His mind couldn't even fathom. I can't fathom somebody cooking a baby and people sitting around eating it. Our minds can't even go there. Destroys our minds, right? Our minds can't even go there. But you know, with the baby thing. So, you know, and now we're finding about that. Now I found that Bitcoin, that Bitcoin nonsense is all going to zero because that was a way of enslaving people. The CIA, I told you, had to be the CIA and the Mossad created, not no Japanese somebody 15 years ago. That's all a lie. So now you know that the CIA or the Mossad created that Bitcoin shit. You should have been knew that because they're the only one who had the money and the infrastructure to make it global. That's all. Just like, you know, all these fake ass, now you got the Chinese guys saying what I've been telling you about Mark Zuckerberg and all these fake social media, all created by DARPA. Facebook, Instagram, all this shit. That's why they want a TikTok so bad, so they can control the narrative. They tell you, somebody dropped out of Harvard and created Microsoft. That's a damn lie. Oh, some Steve Jobs created Apple. That's a lie. It's the same old lie. Some kid working out of a damn garage. That's where these billion-dollar businesses, tech firms started from. The guys from Google, Sergey Brin and this other moron, tell you that knowing that all came from DARPA, all of it. Because they know you wouldn't use it if you knew it came from the CIA and the Mossad. And all our phones now have back doors in them. All have fucking spyware in them straight to Israel. Right? These are facts. I thought this thing was made in South Korea's company, Samsung. Why do I got back doors? That's why you can't take the batteries out, guys. You ain't figure about you can't take the battery out of this motherfucker no more. So, man, you think this phone is off, it's always on. This camera's always fucking on. Everything's constantly spying on. They set up a grid system to spy on you because we ruled by psychopaths who want to lock the world down and have complete control. This is dystopian. That's why I told you this goddamn COVID-19 was baked into this as well. Same people. Ain't it funny? You ain't heard nobody who hasn't taken the vaccine said they all fucked up, have you? Remember, I lost channel after channel after channel telling the truth 6 years ago. No one who hasn't took the you-know-what is out here telling you know what, I'm all fucked up. I didn't take the COVID-19, now I'm all fucked up. But the people that have taken it, you've heard the opposite, right? Allegedly, for YouTube, allegedly, I don't know what I'm saying, for entertainment purposes only. You know, allegedly. They're the ones chemtrailing the skies that we're not supposed to know. They're the ones making GMO fucking fake Frankenstein food, telling you it's normal to eat shit that has not been grown. They're the ones running around making all this fake 3D meat. Now you got 3D meat inside the stores with no damn labeling because they knew you wasn't going to never eat it. When they tried to put out there with the name on, you never touched it. So now they just put out there because they own all the grocery stores. They own all your grocery stores, right? Through BlackRock and Vanguard. We know they own all these corporations. So now they can come in and just give you fucking lab-grown meat. You know, you eating 3D printed meat and all kind of crazy shit, no nutritional value. You got all these cancers. You're not allowed to tell the truth. How a whole medical system is false and based on profits. Created by the Rockefellers 100 years ago with oil-based synthetics. Oil-based synthetics. Well, the homeopathic medicines were all made illegal or told you was a quack. They infiltrated the whole medical system 100 years ago. And if you didn't agree with Rockefeller's synthetic medications, you were now a nut and you were now disqualified to be a doctor. Because the whole system now is based upon just what? How much money can I make out for you? What do they cure? Not a goddamn thing. So we're living in a system of real evil. It's all connected. It's evil. They don't want you to talk about it. Can't talk about it. Remember, we were the crazy people. Everybody that was talking about it, this is a conspiracy theory, has now been proven right. Isn't that funny? Everybody told you that this was a conspiracy theory, it's now been proven correct. Because if you notice, the news is only telling the news is not telling you what's in the files. Isn't it funny? Oh, Epstein, he did some few things we don't know, and he, you know, it might be some child trafficking and just the mild basics the news is giving you, right? Because they own it all. They're not telling you about them hunting children. That's in the files. Them hunting babies. We know that them hunting babies. Them eating babies, killing them, raping them, torturing them. That's not on your newscast. See, so most Gen X's and baby boomers still look at the goofy news. So that's why they're still not even up in arms, because they just heard something about Epstein, but it hasn't been in depth. They haven't went into it. What is it? You don't on the news. They say, well, Jeffrey Epstein, was engaging in underage sex. It's all pasteurized, like your rotten ass milk. Everything's pasteurized, right? Instead of saying no, all these people implicated. All these people with your 9/11, that fake 9/11 shit, right? So we've been living under the threat of psychopaths ruling us and creating false narratives. Everything you believe is a lie. If you believe the narrative of 9/11, you know it's a goddamn lie. You believe the narrative of COVID-19, you know it's a goddamn lie. You believe the narrative going into Iraq and Afghanistan, you know it's a goddamn lie. Right? If you believe in just going back in the 90s with that Timothy McVeigh shit, and he blew up the Oklahoma City building by parking a truck across the street and had a bomb and it blew up a whole fucking building. Okay? If you believe that, you're a moron as well. All these are lies. And somebody put a bomb in a truck across the street in a van and it blew up a whole fucking building. Get the mind of a child. Right? So they've been playing in our faces for generations now, causing havoc. And it's gone so bad now that people can't even live. All right? They destroyed the country so much now you can't afford to live. Because through BlackRock buying up all these properties and now trying to make them as rental properties because everything is extracted, everything is greed, 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 more, greed, 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 greed. Because your governments are now captured. Every institution has been captured, right? So no one can tell these guys, hey, you can't be raising these kind of prices on people's rent because they can't afford to survive. We don't care. We control the government. Government's not going to come and tell us not to raise these rents. And so more people now out in the street homeless. It's a psychopathic greed. More. And if you guys don't know, every billionaire's brain is the brain of a psychopath. That's another study that's been done. A billionaire's mind is psychopathic because to keep wanting this more wealth causes something in the brain. You're not going to be taught that. It's unnormal to try to hoard every fucking thing to yourself and leave everybody nothing. That's why, as psychopaths, them hoarding everything, that's when it came up with that fake depopulation shit, right? The earth is overpopulated. It's a lie. It's a bald-faced lie. The earth is not overpopulated. You go anywhere in the world, you see that the earth is actually sparse. In majority of the areas, you got big swaths of land nobody even lives in. You see the fake global warming shit, that's fake. And the fake overpopulation. Actually, the world is underpopulated, not overpopulated. But in their sick minds, they want to hoard everything. These are my resources. I need more. So I need to get rid of people, right? And so that's why you're giving all these fake, false narratives in their news. You sit there and just hear all this propaganda in the news. And shout out to no good Barack Obama who signed the damn legislation allowing the CIA to just propagandize to you over and over again here. So most people in America don't even know what the hell's going on. Anything. Because you're getting propaganda 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Non-stop propaganda the American people are getting. It's non-stop. Right? That's why the younger generations have what give up looking at the news. And so that's why they need to capture TikTok and all social media, but they own all of them anyway. They had to get the other big dog, which is TikTok, so they can control these, give you all these fake ass narratives, inundate you with more propaganda so you know what the hell's going on. You're constantly being inundated with propaganda. You don't know if it's sunny outside, it's cloudy. You don't know what the fuck is going on. Because you've been inundated with propaganda. So with Epstein coming out here, you know, the Epstein files, they knew he was a pedophile for years. They need to stop that. You know, imagine someone's being charged with pedophile back in 2008, but he doesn't have to go to jail. Imagine being black. They don't want to tell you, oh, black. They will tell you also that black people get treated better than American, and black people this. Name me one black guy has been charged with pedophilia, doesn't have to go to prison. You know, he gets to come back and check in prison at night. But during the day, he's free. During the day, he's free. He gets to roam around, do what he wants to do. As long as he check back into prison at 9 o'clock, he can leave by 7. Now, he's a convicted pedophile. Show me somebody black that's a convicted pedophile, gets to leave prison by 7 and check back in by 9. For your reverse race. This is for your reverse racism nuts. This is for your reverse racism nuts. Where does somebody black, let me know, that's a convicted, not an alleged pedophile, a convicted pedophile, a convicted freak, right? A convicted sexual abuser gets to get let out of prison at 7 and gets to come by, as long as he makes it back by 9 or 10, everything's cool. Where does that happen at? What world does that happen at? Right? So, you know, all our institutions have been compromised. All of them. Your churches, your mosque, all of them all your goopy Muslims, all your imams in the Middle East are in them files. Okay? Okay? Allah didn't tell you not to put your dick in a child. Jesus didn't tell you not to put your dick in a child. See, because all your religious nuts are in there as well, in them files. They all didn't know no better. They all didn't know. Okay? It's absolutely crazy. But I'm going to wrap this up, guys. So Joby set the show, so I'll be back on later tonight. I have everything all set up. I got everything all set up finally. So I'll be back on later tonight. Let me read you guys' comments before I get out of here. You guys saying hi to each other, so you guys just saying hi to each other. Crash, yeah, it's based on nothing. Exactly. Jibber Jabber is based on nothing. Exactly. Mm-hmm. Of course, exactly right. What's going on, Jim Mosquito? What's going on, Cassius? Well, you know, as they scream about all this welfare, you know that there's two main towns they found where you got the Orthodox Jews up there living, one in living for free, all of them on food stamps and welfare. Of course, that's not put none of the media. One, I'm gonna show it tonight. We'll come back and show it tonight as well. Upstate New York, whole town and community of cats with these hats are getting welfare. No one has a job. Welfare and food stamps. No one has a job. And so it's another one they found in now New Jersey. Whole town full of Orthodox, or I don't know if the Orthodox Jews or something, but anyway, nobody works. They all get welfare, they all get food stamps. But they're never demonized in your media. Because we know why. They own the media. They're never demonized in that media. It's absolutely crazy. It's all these black people, the welfare queen, run around in their Cadillac. As Ronald Reagan racist ass said. Yeah, it's going to be Unsunken One. How you doing? How you doing, Robin? Thanks for the donation too, Robin. Appreciate it. That's right, Jim Mosquito. That's true. Vince, they want to be gods. But they always consider themselves as gods, to the truth. And Klein just returned from where? Returned from where, Jibber Jabber? Exactly. Put him in curfew. Oh, okay. Klein just returned from there. Okay. That's from the Hajj. So, guys, tonight, I'll be back on tonight for sure. No cap. 9 o'clock Eastern, guys. I'll be up because I'm not leaving till Monday, so I'll be at Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I owe you guys these things. I didn't do none in January, like I said I was going to do. So I'm here now. I'll see everybody later on the night, 9 p.m. So don't tell me I didn't show up. 9 p.m. tonight, 9 p.m. Saturday, 9 p.m. Sunday. I'll be here, family. So much love. See everybody back here later on the night, 9 p.m. Eastern. No, but not is it 9? At 9 p.m. Eastern? Yeah. We should get the time right. And then I'll send you guys a text message on our WhatsApp group. I'll send you guys a text message on our WhatsApp group. Of course, me doing the show by myself, I'm gonna be a little rusty. All right. You guys go easy on me. I'm gonna be a little rusty, so it won't be as factual based. It'll just be mostly fun. Me getting back into doing the shows are not gonna be so much factually based. It's gonna just be fun. Me playing, laughing with you guys, so I can ease back into doing it. You know, it won't be so much factual based because I'm rusty, guys. It takes a while to compile a bunch of information. I don't want to come and just chill with you guys, just have fun and just talk shit and talk about whatever happens so I can ease back into it, you know. Because 2025, I didn't do many shows, guys. You guys already know that. 2025 was the first time I didn't do regular shows as I usually been doing for the last 10 years. At least every weekend. You guys know the time I was doing shows every day and the weekend. Not just the shows with spikes, but at night as well. I was doing two shows a day and all the weekends. So 2025, I backed away a little bit, but ready to get back on the cart. But it's gonna take me a while to get up to speed. Okay, so I see everybody back here at 9 o'clock Eastern time. I don't got no Dr. Peppers. I got this. Before I came home. And I can't hardly drink it. I can't drink sodas that much no more. They're too sweet for me now. Gotta have water. They're too sweet. I wish I could stop eating. I wish I could fast. Anybody got any? We'll talk about later tonight. Anybody got any keys to fasting? If you guys able to fast, I want at least be able to fast. That's why General Mosquitoes be fasting. What's your secret, General Mosquito, to fasting? I can't make it a day. I be struggling, but man, I want to be able to fast at least a week, at least 3 days. God damn it, shit. I know that's what I'm asking right now. I want to be able to fast so I get my damn weight down, get my face back, being chubby shit. But it's so hard. I'll be trying to make it through, and I'll be like, my stomach be growling. Like, God damn, I gotta get something to eat. I can't make it a day. That's pitiful. I can't make it a day. I can't make it a goddamn day. Lemon water with honey. I have to try that. That's one of my goals this year. You know, getting back and doing the shows, that's easy. But fasting. But anyway, guys, much love, family. We'll get on up out of here. I see everybody late on night so I can set this thing up anyway. So I see everybody back here at 9 p.m. tonight and Saturday and Sunday. Peace, family.